This video will outline a planned excursion for foundation level students in line with the Victorian curriculum. The excursion will follow on from the students' learning in relation to IMS learning sequence Ecology What Lives Here. The class will visit the Melbourne Museum, which is located in Carlton. The day will revolve around visiting the Bugs Alive exhibit as well as a few other features of the museum. In preparation for the excursion, each class will need to source 2 adult volunteers in addition to the classroom teacher to help supervise the students throughout the day. It is recommended that these volunteers be family members of the students. As such, in preparation for the excursion, the classroom teachers will advise students to ask their parents if they would like to volunteer as a supervisor for the day. Additionally, all classroom teachers must ensure that they prepare and bring a first aid kit on the day. This must be kept with the classroom teacher at all times. Furthermore, it is the responsibility of each teacher to have any relevant medical information about a student and required medicine on hand. In order to attend the excursion, the teachers will provide all students with a consent form that needs to be signed and returned to the school by the relevant deadline. Students will also be required to ensure that they bring their own lunch and snacks on the day, which will be mentioned in the excursion consent form. On the day of the excursion, it is the responsibility of the teachers to look after the food, which will be placed into 2 separate bags, one labelled lunch and the other labelled snack. Once the number of students attending has been finalised, the school will organise the tickets for the teachers, students and volunteers. Finally, the teachers must conduct a risk assessment in line with the Department of Education safety guidelines for education outdoors. The excursion will address the following curriculum links. For science, living things have a variety of external features and live in different places where their basic needs, including food, water and shelter, are met. Living things grow, change and have offspring similar to themselves. For planning and conducting, participate in guided investigations, including making observations using the senses to explore and answer questions. As mentioned, the excursion aims to build on the students' growing understanding of ecology, habitats, and living and non-living things. Additionally, through exploration, students will start to develop an understanding of the ecosystem, develop a greater understanding of the threats within a habitat, and learn about a range of habitats and the features of these environments. Prior to departing for the museum, students will be advised that they will be in a public place and will need to treat their surroundings and others with respect. This will include the teacher and students setting expectations together around appropriate ways to act relating to noise levels, running, pushing and not touching the exhibits. The teachers will also advise students that they will be working towards creating a habitat in class, so they should be observing, listening and taking notes in the activities that they are given, as well as asking questions where appropriate. The first part of the day will involve visiting the Bugs Alive exhibit. Students will be guided through the exhibit and use their growing observational and listening skills to view the various habitats around them. Prior to entering the Bugs Alive exhibit, the teachers will explain to the students that they will be completing a task. This exercise asks students to listen, pay attention to and observe the habitats and bugs within them so that they can complete the worksheet as they go. The exercise involves matching a bug or insect to their habitat. For the exercise, teachers will prepare and pack 1 worksheet, 1 clipboard and 1 pencil for each student. However, they should also have additional resources on hand to accommodate misplaced equipment. Although, the teachers will advise students that they must keep their clipboards, pencil and worksheet safe as it is their responsibility. While they are in the exhibit, the students will hear about many different types of bugs and insects. And for students who are able, they may like to read some of the information. However, this is not an expectation based on their age. The students will also have the opportunity to explore Bugs Alive themselves, where they will get the chance to try out the interactive features of the exhibit, including further observation of a range of habitats and features within each, including plants, soil, trees, and water. This will also extend to listening to various sounds related to bugs. Use magnifying glasses to inspect the habitats. Listen to audio recordings about the bugs and their habitats. interact with light up features that helps convey information, and even smell things related to bugs. As all of this is taking place, teachers will walk around and discuss the various topics with the students in an informal manner. However, this will be a chance for the teacher to observe the students' engagement and make sure that they are completing their first worksheet. Once the students have visited the Bugs Alive exhibit, they will then go to the rest of the Science and Life Gallery section of the museum. Here, the teacher will extend on their learnings about ecology and note that this extends to creatures and things outside of bugs. Students will start to also learn about mammals and their habitats. With this, the students will be given a second worksheet to complete. This will require them to choose an animal from the Australian animal display and draw the features that they believe might be found in that animal's habitat. Once this has been completed, the students will be advised to show their finished worksheet to the teacher, and then they will be given some free time to explore the other features of the Science and Life exhibit. The final component of the excursion will see the class briefly visit the Forest Gallery, where they can view a mixture of habitats, including a forest and a riverbed. This will conclude the excursion. Follow-up activities for the excursion will involve students reviewing the worksheets that they completed during the day and discuss any new findings about ecology. The teachers will also check these worksheets to track student learning. Additionally, the design and technology lesson will take place where students will construct a habitat while working with a design brief.